Welcome to episode 9 on VTalks. Pause and DENORMALIZE. Hustle culture, people pleasing, toxic positivity, generational silence, diet obsession, overproductivity, perfectionism, and suppressing joy. Hustle culture. You paused and realized that working 10 to 12 to 16-hour days was not sustainable. Then you redefine success as balance, not burnout. Equate busyness with value and worth. Your schedule is always packed and rest feels like laziness. Burnout becomes a badge of honor, proving that you're doing enough. Your body will show signs of fatigue, anxiety, and brain fog. You may even ask, is this really living? You then reflect on where you learned that from. Family, media, or even workplace expectations. Set new goals of peace and joy, not just promotion. Your new normal will become one of boundaries, clarity, and aligned ambition. People pleasing. You notice how often you say yes out of guilt. By pausing, you learn to set boundaries and prioritize your needs. You fear disappointing others and often overcommit. Saying yes gave temporary relief, but long-term resentment. Your calendar is filled with things that you do not want to do. You may reflect on your upbringing. Being liked felt safer than being honest. Practice, let me think about that before agreeing. Prioritizing your needs makes space for meaningful yeses. Toxic positivity. You caught yourself forcing a smile through grief. Pause to allow space for real emotions, not just the ones that made others comfortable. You believe being strong meant never showing sadness. Even in pain, you would say, I'm fine, masking your feelings. Friends praised you for handling it so well, but inside you felt numb. One day, you may pause in mid-conversation and say, actually, I'm not okay. You realize toxic positivity invalidates pain and isolates healing. Generational silence. You grew up or knew growing up, men shouldn't cry. Pause and allow yourself to express vulnerability, rewriting what strength looks like. You may have been taught that emotions equal weakness. Every time a sad feeling came around, you shut it down. Anger became your only acceptable emotion. Ask yourself, why do I feel shame about this? You realize it's carrying inherited beliefs from generations past. Speaking more openly builds deeper trust, and you understand what strength truly means. Diet obsession. You may question your fear of carbs. Pause to unlearn toxic diet culture. Embracing nourishment over restriction. You followed strict food rules for years. Guilt follows every indulgence, especially sugar and carbs. You praise yourself for willpower even when it meant hunger. You begin to research intuitive eating. Food stops being a battle and becomes joyful. Start nourishing, not punishing your body. Overproductivity. You realize constant busyness does not equal worth. Pause and start resting intentionally, reclaiming joy and slowness. Your schedule is packed from morning to night with tasks, meetings, and deadlines. You equate stillness with laziness. When asked how you are doing, you always reply with busy. You begin to experience burnout, insomnia, irritability, and detachment from joy. Carve out intentional downtime, reading, walking, or doing nothing at all. Creativity and focus actually improves when you give yourself permission to slow down. Perfectionism. You pause before rewriting an email for the 10th time. You chose done over perfect, freeing yourself from constant self-editing. What should have been a 5-minute email turned into a 45-minute task. Perfectionism slows down your work and drains your energy. Ask yourself, is this actually helping or just delaying? You see perfection stem from past criticism and feel your failure. Free yourself from the inner critic and embrace progress over perfection. Suppressing joy. You notice downplaying your achievements to avoid making others feel uncomfortable. Pause and celebrate yourself unapologetically, realizing that joy does not need shrinking. You hide your wins because others may feel bad or even call you arrogant. At work, you never share your accomplishments in meetings. When praised, you would quickly deflect. Oh, it was nothing. You reflect on how you've been taught to not brag or show off. You begin to see your humility come at the cost of self-worth. Begin to celebrate small wins. You see that joy shared openly could be inspiring. Reframe your thinking to celebrating myself models confidence for others. That concludes episode 9 on VTalks. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.